and happy Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. I've got my blue milk here, which is actually pretty darn good, and I wanted to share with you a video that I took today, although probably I won't get this out to you until the 5th, but that's okay because I hear Revenge of the 5th is a thing. I wanted to share with you a little bit about what's going on with my running, and hopefully that can encourage you to share with your friends and your family what your goals are in your running, because I think that's an important part of being an athlete and of really internalizing what it is to be a runner, to make sure you tell people what you're doing. So today I went out on a beautiful run on the beach, 12 miles from the house to my turnaround point and back. And it was really just to celebrate the fact that our beaches are open again as we're recording this. Obviously, the beach has been closed for a while. We're in the midst of our COVID-19 quarantine, lockdown. And so that was a great experience. But then I remembered later in the day that I had not followed through with a commitment that I had. I made a commitment to Krister, who is a customized training plan client. I made a commitment to him that I was going to go out on a run and enjoy just being at a spot, having a snack, and experiencing nature. So I had a couple of more runs, one to get to that spot and one to get back. I'm going to share that with you here in a second, and I want to point out a couple of things that made that run a little bit easier. One, I just love these Squoosh bands. I want to point that out. A lot of people have these now. A lot of the customized folks, a lot of the Extra Mile podcast folks have got these, and this is just a fantastic device. Squoosh, it's terrific. And you'll see on my head in one of the pictures or in the video, I'm wearing one of these tubes, which is a fantastic thing to wear as a headband. I don't normally wear a headband. I often don't even wear a hat when I run. But the great thing about having this is that if I did get in a situation where I needed to have a mask and I didn't carry one with me, it's very easy to create one with this. In fact, I can take time to fold it up 2 or 3 times so that I have several layers of fabric. I think it's a great idea to have one of these with you when you're going out running. Even if you're on some trail where you don't think anybody is going to come across you, it's a nice thing to have just to be safe. They have other good uses too. The one that I was using today was also provided by Squoosh. They make those and sell those on their website. So wanted to share that with you. I hope you're enjoying yourself. As far as what my running goals are right now, well, I just signed up for the Yeti 24-hour challenge. Again, some customized clients are doing that, and I thought that would be a fun thing to do with them. That is a run where we do 5 miles at a time, every 4 hours for 24 hours, so it equals 30 miles. You can't start the next 5-mile segment until the next 4-hour time period comes around. So it's a game of sleep deprivation and strategy as well as far as how fast you run those. And you can walk them to get in that. And then the other thing that I'm doing is I'm trying to run 300 miles in the month of May. This is not something I thought of on my own. Not even sure it's a great idea, but I saw that Andy Jones-Wilkins is committing to a 300-mile May. He's training for the Hard Rock 100, as am I. And the last time he ran Hard Rock, he finished pretty close to me. In fact, I think he was right ahead of me or right behind me. So I figured, sounds like a great idea. I needed something to kick my butt into hardcore training mode, hardcore hard rock training mode. So that's what I'm doing. I'm on track for that, but I encourage you to follow me on Strava and keep me accountable. Hold me accountable. If it looks like I'm slacking, then send me a message and ask what's going on. I got those 3 runs in today, which was awesome. Don't expect to run 3 runs every day. I don't expect to run as many miles each day as I did today. But I've got a good head start on the month, and I'm buying myself a few freebies, a few rest days later in the month, which I know I'm going to need. We all need those. I hope you are getting your rest days in. I also hope you're getting your long runs in. Hope you're getting your short runs in. I hope you're enjoying your runs, because that's what matters most, is that you have fun when you are running. If you're not enjoying the run, if it's not fun, it's not worth doing. So find a way to make it fun. If you need help on that, let me know. That's why I'm here. You know how to reach me, chris@jeffgalloway.com, or if you're a current client of Galloway Customized Training, just contact me through the Final Surge app, the mailbox there, or let's catch up on one of our weekly Zoom calls. Take care. Well, may the 4th be with you. This is the 4th of May, of course, Star Wars Day, and I am out on a midday run, a lunch run, and got some folks walking past. You can see the ocean behind me. For the first time in a month, the ocean is open, or the beach is open, which is great. I got out and ran there this morning and enjoyed the heck out of it. Got all the way to the north end of the island. This is the Atlantic Ocean behind me, so that direction is north. I got all the way to the north end of the island on the beach, and even made the turn back west, and decided to come back the way I went instead of continuing the loop around, because I've never made that loop around, but I may do that. I'm taking a little bit of a lunch break. I've got my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and a little cheese stick there. I've got my bottle of water, and I'm going to do this because I was inspired by one of my Galloway customized training plan athletes, Krister, who has an amazing podcast, by the way. I will put the link up for you guys to see that podcast. And last week he shared that he was going for his long run, and he wanted to do a little bit of a snack in the middle of the run. I think he said it was 19 kilometers. And so he ran 19K and paused for about 15 or 20 minutes in the middle of it, and then got his rest of his run. And he asked me, does that still count as the same run? Well, first of all, yes, that still counts as the same run. If your run is interrupted by less than 2 hours, really, it can count as the same run. It works just fine that way in terms of the benefits to your endurance and your strength. But more importantly, what he did for his spirit was really what inspired me. And I told him, I'm going to go on a run sometime this week, take a lunch with me, and I'm going to enjoy a break. So I just ran 5 kilometers from the house. It was exactly 5 kilometers to get to this little picnic table here, amazingly. Didn't even make it to the beach, but that's okay. I was there earlier today, and I'll probably go down there after I finish, and I'll run another 5K back home. Nice way to get some bonus miles in and really lift the spirit. So I encourage you to do something like that this week. Find a destination run somewhere in the middle of it. Could be a short run, a long run, it doesn't matter, but find a destination at the turnaround point. Carry a snack with you. I think Krister said it was a cup of coffee that he had with him. So I guess it was either a cold brew or he carried a thermos. But I encourage you to carry a snack. Could be lunch, could be breakfast, it could be just a granola bar or something. But carry it with you and pause at the end of that run, at that turnaround point, at a beautiful spot. Enjoy nature. The world is under lockdown, but it's starting to lift. That's why the beaches are open, but nature is still there. And those beautiful things that you've put off paying attention to because maybe your runs were all about a certain distance you had to hit, or a certain pace you had to hit, or a certain workout you had to get in. Maybe those things you ignored before, and now is a good time to pay attention. Pay attention to those, and it'll lift your spirits, I assure you. I'm going to have my lunch, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your runs this week.